Hey everybody, welcome back to the Coff-Man Show. I'm your host, Mike Coffman. Um, I'm in the middle of recording the podcast for next week for this story, Adolf Hitler's painting. Um, I was just mentioning previously that I don't know how I want to portray this story because it's almost too descriptive to be acted out. And I feel like if I did decide to act it out, it would leave something out for the author. Um, all that being said, I think that I'm going to have to read it a few times because there's so much here. Not as in like um, so many pages, but more as in the fact that there's a lot of information here that isn't and or doesn't need to be portrayed. Does that make sense? I don't know. Maybe not. So, anyways, so I'm gonna have to do a little bit of work on that. So I'm gonna work on that with the podcast. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, like the first page is mostly setting up a scene, the whole thing, and then it goes into dialogue between characters, and yeah, more dialogue. So I think I can make this work. I'm gonna have to do a little bit of, might step out of my comfort zone on this one. I don't even know if I would say a comfort zone. I'm gonna have to step into a spot where I'm not familiar with on this one. It's going to be a whole new recording for me. So um, there is that. As far as the story itself goes, it seems to be relatively interesting. I don't have a timeline for it. Like I don't know when this is supposedly taking place. There's nothing here that really gives me a determining timeline. If that makes any sense. So that being said, I'm going to have to work on that myself. I'm gonna have to kind of, because it matters for those of you who wonder why I say that. It matters because the dialogue, the text, how people talk between, we'll say 1942 to today, to today. The context is different and how you deliver things and what was said, how it was said, things like that. So I'm gonna have to look into that and see what I can do as far as getting a determinative timeline. Um, so yeah,